My dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. Okay? Please say what resonates. Today's song for today's reading is How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? Okay? I think you too. You know, we can play this in the background real well. Let's see. I will say this though, in terms of the specifics, there are past readings. If those resonates, check them down. It will be linked down below. Also, good morning. Okay? I got this song on the 27th of July. Pisces could be relevant. Okay? The United States of America. England could also be relevant. And then we have the name Rebecca as well as unique. Okay? We're gonna start off with why this song is relevant for you, whoever's watching. Okay. So we got this one here. I feel like this person feel like you had them as an option. Okay. But also based on this card, I feel like this person, they took too long to decide on what they wanted to do with you. So you went out to get somebody that knew what they wanted. Okay, I feel like your person was a little bit in haste, maze, indecisiveness on where you guys were headed in terms of your future. Okay, and you said, you know what, I'm gonna go and be with somebody that knows right now instead of however long it took. I feel like you collective were tired of waiting. For some of you guys, that's the message. For others, you had the person now that feels like life is over because you didn't choose them. You could have been dating them and you chose somebody else, and they felt like you had them as an option in terms of stringing them along. Now, I wouldn't give. Maybe you did string them along, but I also feel like if you guys were just dating, it's in the sense of you didn't pick this person out that feels like life is over without you. Okay? And for others, basically, you were tired of waiting for them. Okay? Because they took too long. That's the reason for this song. So let's do for Pisces. If you're watching for Pisces, you have Pisces placement. So we got this one here. So basically, somebody should have reaped what they've sown. So whatever seed they planted, aka whatever plans, goals they had for your connection, somebody should have just let's go. Implement action. But again, for some of you guys, they took too long. For others, you didn't want to wait for them. Okay? So I'm getting the energy of like they missed an opportunity with you. And that's just what it is. But well, it is the retrograde. They are thinking about you and they're quite sad. Okay? If you're gonna base it on the lyrics, it could be masculine that is feeling very crashing out right now, but it could definitely be a feminine because you just heard a feminine rendition of the actual song. So make it make sense, collective. Okay. So America. If you're dealing with somebody from America, or if you're American or met in United States of America, you get it. Okay, this person is quite upset. Not just crashing out and being emotional, they're also angry. Okay? So the person that missed an opportunity with you, or you didn't want to waste your time anymore because they took too long, they are also very upset, aside from being very emotional. Okay? Anything else in relation to America? So this person will reach out to you. You will get a message from them. Okay? Or you actually wrote to them and that response in itself made them upset. Okay? I don't know if they're gonna try again. Will they try again? For some of you guys, they're gonna reach out to you and you're gonna respond. This is what it is. They're gonna be upset. And for others, they're gonna reach out to you in anger because they found out that you have what? Moved on to somebody else. Okay? Now, For some of you guys, they will reach out to you, trying to figure out, just like the song says, tell me what's happening, what's going on, what's the plans. I think that's what he said in the song. Let's read the lyrics. Um, so he says, so tell me all about it. Tell me about the plans you're making. Okay. So that's straight from the lyrics. So you guys going to tell them exactly what's happening and they're going to be upset, or they're going to reach out to you, get the answer, be upset. If they don't reach out to you, they're still going to be upset because they're going to find out that what you have moved on. For some of you guys, you have a friendship. For others, I'm going to just say this. If there's a complete, they're over and done, I don't feel like that's the case, but let's say there's no communication. A friend of yours will tell them what's up. This will make them upset, okay? Especially if it's a female friend that's going to step in and tell them that, yeah, collective did move on. They were tired of waiting. They found somebody else. And this is going to piss this person off because they might feel like, well, I was at the finish line. I just had to figure that out first. And collective, according to your friend, they said to the soulmate that time is up. Okay? So that is for America. So let's do England. Okay. The UK. Or Great Britain. Okay. I feel like, okay, so this is the same thing as what I mentioned in terms of when it first came out. Whatever seed that was planted, somebody should have taken action and they didn't. Okay. They were too late. Now somebody's struggling right now. It could be mental struggles. It could be burdens. It just could be overall life is just fucking heavy. Okay. That could also be somebody's response. I had so much shit going on that they didn't have time to be in what? In a relationship with you. Or make a decision because of the shit that took place. They couldn't have implemented the goals and dreams and whatever you guys promised to do because of their circumstances. Okay. That's also what I wanted you to know, collective. I will say this though, if you are from Great Britain, UK, you get it, right? This person will still try to make an offer. So whoever's from the UK, Great Britain, get it. I don't think they are believing fully yet that you have moved on. Whether you got somebody, whether you say it, they will still try to make an offer. Okay? So this person is very resilient for you. Especially if your name is Rebecca. Okay? On that note, well, it could be anyone, but now that we're on the next message, Rebecca, this person feels like you're their happiness. Okay, number 31 could also be relevant. Date or timeline. I am filming this on the 31st. No, actually on the 1st of August. Okay. More cards for dealing with Rebecca. So we got this one in reverse. They want you to call off the engagement or the proposal with this person. If somebody did propose to you, which I feel like that could be the case, this person wants you to call it off, break it off. Okay. I'm also getting the energy of like they could have made an offer, but you guys weren't ready. So if you guys had a separation, quote unquote, you had a breakup. You started dating Rebecca, you found somebody and you're like, you know what? Yeah, hell yeah. That person that you guys have a ending with, they're like, okay, I wasn't ready during that time, but I'm ready now. Okay, Rebecca. So I feel like this person will make an offer again because they don't believe that you fully have moved on, even if somebody had put a ring on you. Because I'm getting the energy of like, if they propose first, they have this, their reasoning is there are still some sort of leftover feelings. Okay, so there's that. Also, I feel like I'm also getting the energy of like you are coming off as an angel for your person, Rebecca. So we got the next message is unique. So your person here, the soulmate, feels like you're very unique. Okay, and they don't want to lose you to anyone else. Okay, they don't believe it. This person, you definitely had an ending with a collective. Okay, this person should have reached out to you, should have written something, should have messaged you, contacted you, send a freaking smoke signal, anything. They didn't. Okay. So I feel like they were like by themselves in secret, holding on to the fact that you have moved on. This unique person that you collective have moved on, and this is really driving them insane. They wish they should have said something and they didn't. They are realizing that they were too late. However, they're still watching you, just like keeping an eye. Okay. I wouldn't say they feel like you did them wrong, but in a weird way, they do feel betrayed, collective. If you have moved on with somebody else, the person that deems you as unique, collective, they feel betrayed. Now, the energy between you and this person, you guys, again, you were dating. It could have been for a few years, a year, few months. Okay, it was serious, but it wasn't. How do I say this? You might had like a deadline or time when you wanted to do certain things, and this person now that should have said something but they didn't, you know, they feel betrayed by you. Okay, they still feel like you're a unique individual. In a way, I feel like they want to reach out to you, but they also can't because. Let me just say this: the person that deems you as unique, they feel betrayed by you moving on to somebody else. Okay, the numbers could also be relevant. Andrea could also be relevant. I'm channeling that name as well. Let's do one card for Andrea. So, this engagement or proposal that you got for somebody else, they're not quite sure if you're going to accept it. Okay, so there might still be hope for you guys. So for the rest of collective, let's do general advice card for everyone. You're about to have a solid foundation. Whether you stick with the past soulmate or the new one, okay? Because both of them wants you to have a foundation with them, okay? Now, if you didn't resonate with the specifics, these are the cards. You're about to get some TRUTH, some truth, collective. Something about January 1st is relevant. I feel like there was some sort of universal cosmic sign on January 1st in relation to you and this person. Okay. Or maybe you met during that time. Okay. Anything else? For January 1st. Somebody lost interest during January 1st. Okay. And now the interest has come back. Okay. You guys could have met, ended things January 1st. I'm getting the energy of like somebody could have been indifferent, but now all of a sudden this excitement has come up. You are now on the wishing board. Okay. So that is for somebody, or whoever it makes sense to. Anything else for collective that's watching this reading that's crashing out now because you have chosen somebody else, or you don't have the energy or time to wait for them? I do feel like for some of them they also have anxiety. Orphan, medicine woman or man. Okay, right now they feel so, yeah, I'm actually channeling anxiety, so that could be relevant as well. But yeah, they feel very alone, feel very abandoned. They feel like they don't have nobody. They feel like life is kind of like meaningless. Just like the song says, he's going on like he can't even live without his soulmate because he didn't get the memo that the person that he was crushing on has moved on. Okay. So abandonment, neglect, betrayal, feeling like life is meaningless. This is the energy that the soulmate is in because you have found somebody else. For a lot of you guys, they're trying to get some sort of healing, spiritual healing. Maybe they're going to a spiritualist trying to heal them because this heartache is pretty severe. Okay. Because they don't know what to do. I don't know, maybe this is pushing them into their spiritual journey. I'm tuning into ayahuasca, could be relevant, plant medicine, okay, to heal, because they're really feeling lost. They really feel like life is like, if you're not in it, they're pretty sad, okay? Anything else for collective? For a lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the card, but it was karmic people that you were dating, okay? Now, for me, karmic doesn't mean that they're evil. It's just people that teaches you a lesson. Either you teach them a lesson or vice versa. In a sense of, for instance, they should have been on board with you, and instead you feel like they wasted your time. That was your lesson to be like, you don't have to be with somebody that wastes your time. You have the authority and the free will to choose if you want to be with somebody that knows what they want, or wait out until they learn whatever they need to learn to get their shit together. Okay, everything is a choice, right? So for instance, you staying with them and then learning and growing to be the woman or man that's supposed to be with you, that was their lesson. Okay, your lesson probably was teaching them. Okay, in that moment you learn what you didn't want and what you do want, so when that ended, you know exactly what to go for, and that's what you got, collective. Okay, meaning that other person is kind of feeling dumbfounded because basically you finished class and they didn't. That's basically what karmics are here for. But there are levels to this. There are karmic people that are on some bullshit. Those are the readings that you'll be watching, and karmic is like devil incarnate when it comes to tarot readings, but you get me, okay? So yeah, anything else? A lot of them are trying to like connect with their culture, but they feel a disconnect. Maybe guys were from the same background, nationality, ethnicity, and they feel at home with you, and now they don't want to even deal with you guys, like your own peoples, yeah. So somebody is really crashing, like it's not just crashing out in anger, in sadness, in life is meaningless. Somebody is now like, this is gonna sound a little bit far-fetched. I don't know if I should share it. Should I share this? Okay, so it's in the sense of like, if you were dating somebody from your same tribe, culture, belief system, country, etc., all of a sudden you're gonna be like, no, I don't want to deal with anyone that is from a background. If you're dating an American, you're like, all Americans across the board are off. Okay, I'm only dating anyone that is not from that background, ethnicity, belief system. That's how your person is, or somebody's person is feeling or in, because I feel like everything will remind them of you. Okay, that's how low somebody's in. That's how low somebody is crashing out. Okay. All right. to say other than that's the message for you moving on to what you know that you want, and they're crashing out because, well, they lost the opportunity to fix things with you. But like I said, in terms of the UK or England, that person will still make a chance approach because they feel like if they made an offer before, there's still hope between you guys. So if you're from that place, or if you met in England, there's hope for you guys, okay? Or this is how they're feeling, this is how they're moving. For the rest, it's a little bit like they don't know, because it's pretty clear. If we go and check out the lyrics in itself, like he says he heard it, okay? He don't seen it, and he doesn't want to believe it, but that's just what it is, okay? We're gonna do initials. So first, middle, last. Somebody's name is Gary, okay? He has like anxiety or heart palpitations. Yeah. It's like, when I say crashing out, this is like they're going through it. And I don't want to generalize, but again, based on the song, it's probably like masculine still crashing out because they lost an opportunity with you. They were too late, basically. Okay, but first and last, initials, collective. Some of you guys could be from the Mediterranean, or you are on vacation, or that person was from the Mediterranean, okay? Or you guys visit the Mediterranean is relevant, okay? I'm also channeling Staten Island, okay? Okay. Somebody could be Jehovah's Witness. Something about your genes. Somebody feels like you're fantastic. You're their dream girl or dream boy. Okay. I'm tuning in today. Wish they had like another chance with you. You're definitely their dream person. I think you guys can see dream here. Let's see. Somebody could also be a chiropractor. Okay. Or somebody is. Okay, chiropractor. For some of you guys, you met in university. Somebody's definitely jaded, so that means they're either like crashing out in terms of drinking and smoking and partying, like over indulgence, excess, okay? So we're gonna wrap it up, collective. I'm gonna pull a card for any changes. Anyone that's trying to contact you, approach you, and the dates are relevant. And if not, we're gonna leave it as such. So number 8 could be relevant. Think hours, days, weeks, months. Okay. I think that's it though. Yeah. In terms of your new peoples, I feel like you are content with how you're feeling. If you're watching this, 9 times out of 10, it's given retrograde energy. That's when I got the song as well during this season, and a lot of past people do be thinking of us and do want to return, right? But you know, overall, if it makes sense, it will make sense, okay? Collective, a lot of fun is coming towards you, okay? I do feel like these people also miss being free with you and miss having fun with you, but I think this is the thing though, you already feel free and you're having a lot of fun with the people that is on board with you, okay? And they just have to accept what's happening, the status quo, and frankly, it is what it is, okay? Much love to you and good luck in your journey. That's it.